Soaring gas prices are hitting many sectors of the economy hard. There's demands for government help for business now and real concern about what it could mean for consumers in the months to come. Around 4 million households in this country already struggle to pay to heat their homes. And if the energy price cap goes up in April and bills could increase by £500 or £600 a year, that could push another 1.5 million households into fuel poverty. So better insulation in drafty homes could help some families save a lot of money, and it would seem like an obvious solution, reducing bills and helping to cut carbon emissions at the same time. So what's happened to government promises to improve buildings' energy efficiency? Well, Tom Burke is chair and co-founder of E3G, a climate change think tank and a former government advisor on the environment. Good morning.
Morning, Sarah.
What government help is currently available for anybody who's worried about energy prices rising and wants to improve their home insulation before the bills go up?
Not very much. There's the eco scheme, which is available to help people improve the energy efficiency of their houses, but about 80-odd% of the people most affected, those 4 million you talked about, are not eligible for that scheme. So what we've really got is a complete failure to follow through on actually achieving the level of investment that is necessary to meet the climate change targets, which, if we did do that, would actually more or less, for those households, offset the sort of current and forecast increases in the price of gas.
But there have been various government schemes in the past, going back many years, and they haven't been that successful. Is it not because people don't want to take them up? People are not incentivised to go ahead and take them up?
No, it's more because there's been such an extraordinary inconsistency in the government policy. In order to deliver those efficiency improvements to houses, you've really got to build up the workforce to do that, the businesses to actually do the delivery. And government's really been so inconsistent. People have certified, for instance, got the qualifications to do it, and then found the government's changed the policy. There's never been enough money put into this, I think partly because it's very unheadline attracting issue, but actually it's the thing that would make the most difference. And so what you've got is very inconsistent set of policies from government that have meant that people are unsure that if they make the investment, actually it will be worthwhile.
Now, the Green Homes Grant, which was scrapped earlier this year, one of the main problems with that was that there wasn't a workforce able to deliver the improvements. As you've said, we don't necessarily have them. So if the government were to put up billions of pounds now to do this, would the industry be able to deliver the improvements required?
Not overnight. And one of the things that made that policy fail was the government then had the very bright idea of perhaps hiring in some American consultants to advise them on how to do it. And as we've learned with the way in which the vaccination, COVID vaccination worked effectively as compared to track and traced or PP&E, if you rely on local government to be a partner in delivering these things, you actually get the delivery and the achievement you're looking for. The idea that somehow you can outsource this to some remote consultancy, it seems to me very foolish.
Now, as you mentioned, we do need to seriously improve the energy efficiency of our homes if we've got any hope of meeting climate change targets. Is a potential upside of the crisis we've seen with soaring gas prices that people will now be driven to take action that will last for years, for decades, in improving energy efficiency and reduce our reliance on fossil fuels?
Well, and I think absolutely. And for households, for ordinary householders, the real benefit is that you reduce your exposure to the volatility of fossil fuel prices. And the one thing I think we can reasonably rely on is as we go forward, these prices are going to continue to be volatile. So the more people invest in the infrastructure of improving their energy efficiency, the less exposed they are to the volatility that causes the kind of spikes we're seeing right now.
Tom Burke, thank you very much for that.
It's now come